Hey guys, Dr. Mike Deuce, MTFU Longevity Over 50, MTFUcoach.com. How are you? I just stopped tanning in the tanning bed today because it's starting to get nice outside. I'm going to start going out on the deck here and maybe a little bit at the beach. I am getting really busy, so I might do a little less of that. But you know, that entails taking off the shirt. And for many of us, that's very hard to do due to embarrassment because of man boobs, moobs, gynecomastia, bitch tits, whatever you might want to call it. You know, there's a difference between the two. A lot of times when guys get, you know, the softening of the pectoral breast tissue, they lose the pectoral line, they get the saggy chest syndrome. A lot of times they think right away that's bitch tits, or in other vernacular, gynecomastia. And more times than not, it's more times than it is, it's not that. It's usually due to being overweight, but the gynecomastia is real. It does occur usually in younger guys or in guys who use or abuse performance-enhancing drugs, anabolic steroids. And really that's a problem with hormonal conversion in the male body of testosterone, and you end up with too much of the female hormone estrogen. Your estrogen gets way too high, and you develop this female-like breast tissue right around the nipple. It's right centered in that area. It's not the vast expanse of your chest. In fact, another marker for you to be able to tell that gynecomastia is not just fat is the glands are hard or firm, and they're tender to the touch. And they're rather unseemly, uncomely to look at. They're very, very bothersome. And despite what you hear, the only way to correct that type of bitch tit, gynecomastia, is through surgical intervention. You'll read on the boards here, on the internet, that diet will do it, working out fervently will do it, thousands of bench presses, dumbbell presses, dumbbell pullovers, 1,000 push-ups. That's a bunch of bunk that will not help. What I do see more of, especially when I was in practice, guys would come in all the time and they thought they'd have the gynecomastia, was just being, they'd have the man boobs only from being too fat. And guys, this comes down to diet. I'm working with a guy, I was conversing with an older consulting client recently and about his nutrition. I'll just quote him here. Is there a way for me to diet that isn't so difficult and such a long way to go? Those are his words. No, there's not. I told you what to do, and right away you're looking for an easier way out. That easy way out is what's gotten you in this sorry sagging shape in the first place. Leave nothing to chance. Do everything correctly. You're right away looking for a shortcut. You don't really want it. You want to keep your shirt on. I don't mean to sound mean about it, but that's a fact. Your nutrition is everything, and you hear this stuff. You see it written. These guys trumpet this building a good body is 20% gym, 80% nutrition. It's 100% everything. Everything you do should be with a laser beam focus and resolute intent. And then you're going to get that. And then you'll be able to take your shirt off and be happy about it. But it's nutrition. The fat in the pec area will cause a hanging. It'll obliterate the pec line. It usually occurs here, the stomach, the back. Usually you're fat everywhere. Okay, maybe less so in the legs because that's how men run. It's more so with females as far as genetic predisposition, deposition of fat. But it's also working out. And some people want to skip that because they think it's going to make the area bigger or whatever. No. And in the pecs, in my case, my pecs were always relatively weak, only because my arms were well developed and they kind of overshadowed my pectoral muscles. But in recent years, I've learned different ways to stimulate the fibers, understanding that there's upper pec, lower pec. There's different innervations throughout. The fibers don't run all the way from origin to insertion in every area of the chest. So you've got to hit it in a variety, with a variety of angles and implements and dumbbells, barbells, machines, cables. I mean, upper cables, lower cables, middle cable, hammer strength machines. I use a lot of dumbbells. The only two things I don't do for pecs are straight bar bench press or incline press or dips. I just can't. My shoulders can't handle it. The pictures you see up with this here are for me where I broke my arm one year and I just kind of got out of shape, and you can see the pec line is kind of gone. lost a lot of muscle, almost as I don't even lift weights there. And the other one was from a real bad illness I went through with my arm and some open wounds I had, and I went up to close to 250 pounds, and you just see I looked just like a big fat guy there. So look, it took a long time for me to get back in shape again, but really it wasn't gynecomastia from the hormonal imbalance. It was just me taking in too many calories and not burning them off. No excuses. Could always do something. At the time I didn't, but I'll be putting up some videos specific to tightening up the pec line, getting that nice squaring off of the pecs. You can do it, but really if it's not hormonally induced or imbalanced gynecomastia, if it's not that, which again that's surgical, you can do it through diet, focus, exercise, and self-awareness. Those are the things you need. So please make sure you subscribe, MTFU Longevity Over 50 on YouTube, and visit MTFUcoach.com. I'll have more for you, and please leave your comments below because your comments are my oxygen. Thank you, Dr. Mike Dusa, and you have a great day.